and definitely not at the computer.
How?
I went to his place and found him standing there, staring into a corner.
Mm.
And he's just standing there. And he does have my channel on an auto host bot, so that'll be why it did the hosting earlier.
When it did. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was signs of life, but it's signs of automation, which is kind of entertaining.
Yes. I have seen the Senior Wolf standing there, having spawned at his place a couple of times now.
Yeah, he's literally just standing there staring into the corner.
Yes.
Hey, booty. We were just having a laugh because it looks like Wolf has fallen asleep and his computer is still logged into Minecraft, but he logged out of his stream, Araha saw earlier today. So, you know, at least there's that. He got that done before he fell asleep at whatever point.
Where the hell did you come from?
Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much, the man will sometimes
Digital.
hug the what?
I was talking about a zombie.
Oh, well, when a man and a woman love each other very much, but the
And
woman
their
is
kid dies.
but the woman is infertile, or the man's sperm is lazy, sometimes they'll dabble in the necromantic arts to further their goals of having a family in a less traditional setting. And, you know, zombies can happen as a result. Very
God,
regularly.
I love your...
Hmm?
I love your explanations.
I do better than mansplain.
You do.
Mansplaining's for fucking amateurs. So we're gonna change this out for log.
No.
Apparently Mickey enjoyed that as well.
Hi, Mickey.
I just cut off my water source. Aren't I fucking clever?
There's worse things to cut off.
I'm trying to get this lava to turn into obsidian.
Oh, okay. I was gonna tell you a story about a guy who cut the ends of his fingers off. But never mind. Maybe some other time. Mickey says, hey, booty.
Hi, Mickey.
Yeah, dude used a shotgun to cut the ends of his fingers off. It's dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Right.
Because he didn't think it was loaded.
What a twat.
I've told him that for years, but he said I was just being insensitive.
This is one of your friends?
No. Friend is way too strong of a word. Acquaintance, at best.
You try and call Chevy your acquaintance, so...
Well, to be fair, you know, he's chavvy.
The two of you seem like great friends, so I don't know what you're on about.
Well, I'm a great friend. He's a chavvy.
Chevy is a great friend, Digital, don't lie. I feel sorry for Chevy now, having to put up with all your shit.
I feel sorry for Chabby, but that's because I met his wife. Heinous creature, that.
The way she's been described, yeah.
So, there's a term that a friend of mine used once that has always haunted me. Because the person he used it to describe was this big, fat, unpleasant lady. And on top of which, she had an awful personality and thought she was absolutely brilliant when in fact she was stupid, thought she was super sexy when she was kind of gross to look at. So she was one of these people who was horrifically unaware of her shortcomings and celebrated the very opposite of each of them, which is, in its own right commendable. Like, love yourself, it's important, but at the same time, be realistic, accept yourself for what you are. If you're 5'6", don't claim that you're a star basketball player. If you're 400 pounds, don't claim that you're in tip-top shape. But she was woefully out of touch with how just all around unappealing and repulsive she was, and referred to her as a yeast beast. And that term has stuck with me for like 25 years. And it still conjures up her gap-toothed, crooked, fucking messed up, snaggle-toothed smile. I'm like, yeah, I can still picture that face in my deepest, darkest nightmares when I think of the term yeast beast. I wouldn't use that term to describe Shabby's wife, only because I respect him too much, and I don't think it's fair to compare, because his wife, despite her flaws, is at least aware of the fact that, she's unattractive or unpleasant. She's aware of some of her shortcomings, which is miles better than this other person. So, that maybe that helps give you a metric on things. Like, she's not the worst person I've ever met, but her personality sure tries to take that cup some days.
Yeah.
So, there. I think I have made my bee box bee-proof, so they'll stop fucking sneaking off and disappearing.
What was that metal kind of thing you've put in some of the corners?
Oh, that's an end rod. It's a light source.
Oh, okay.
They fit really nice with the decor of the fence, and so I decided to employ them. Wow, all of this is well lit enough. I don't need any more light. Fantastic. Yeah, it just looks like a natural extension of a fence post, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it does.
But they're a great light source. They generate light like a torch, but they're a solid object, unlike a torch. Like, if you try and walk into it, you just go boom.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I think they might work to keep the bees contained. We have Exhibit A.
What?
This bee has slammed himself face first into it, so the light source is right between his antenna. He's just got his face planted against it, like he's mesmerized by the thing. And he's just loving it up with his face. All right.
Better get some lapis.
All right. Do we have any hungry bees? Yeah. All right. Let's feed the hungry bees. Feed the hungry bees. Do we have a fourth one? Hey, guy. Rather than face humping the wall, do you want to actual hump another bee? Come on. There you go. There you go. Dude, will you quit face humping the wall, please? Please? I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop that. Oh, great. Now I got two of them doing it. Oh. Well, that one stopped. I'm genuinely worried about you, bee. Come over here.
What is Depth Strider, out of curiosity?
It is an enchantment that allows you to walk along the bottom of water as though you're not underwater. It gives you your land speed movement effectively while walking.
Another mine.
So it'll work well for you when you're fucking around underwater in your chasm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't even get you to put that enchantment on.
Why is that?
Level 30.
Oh, yeah. It's a little demanding.
Damn it. I've got an Unbreaking 3 for my leggings. Level 30.
What do you mean level 30?
It's, the bottom enchantment.
Right, but if you do the first one, you still have a chance of getting a variety of different things.
I can't even do the first one at the moment because I'm level 5 and it requires level 7.
Okay.
I managed to get Smite 1 on my sword earlier.
Well, that works since we're mostly fighting undead.
Yeah.
I think Bane of Arthropods is probably my least favorite because unless you're going through a stronghold that's riddled with silverfish, or you're planning on using that sword for farming spiders, it's not terribly useful in day-to-day.
Yeah. I managed to, and I don't know how to explain this, but I managed to put Bane of Arthropods on just because I was curious, and I was downstairs killing slime, and the slime would catch fire. I went outside and I had zombies outside, and they'd catch fire, and it, like it was dark sort of thing.
They were catching fire?
Yes.
And it didn't say Bane of Arthropods and Flame 1, it just said Bane of Arthropods.
I only got Bane of Arthropods. And there was Bane of Arthropods too, but it was just Bane of Arthropods.
Yeah, that should have nothing to do with setting them on fire. That's weird.
Yeah. As I say, I have no way to explain it.
And the fact that you found it happened first with the slime.
It wasn't just like a one-time thing. I was going around killing slime. I was, doing all sorts of shit because.
Yeah.
And everything was catching fire.
The fact that it happened with a slime, though, I mean, the slimes obviously aren't going to burst into flames for any reason other than been hit with a weapon or waded through lava.
Yeah. And I mean, this isn't just downstairs in my mine, where the slimes spawn.
Yeah, there's always a billion of them. They never burst into flames randomly.
Exactly.
That's really weird. Alright, little tiny bee, how the fuck did you get outside? And why are you mesmerized by the light stick? Little tiny bees, why are you outside?
Because they're half a square by half a block, as opposed to a block.
Oh, they can get through when they're snuggling the rod. Okay, so this plan isn't going to work. Come on, all of you back inside. Come on. Come on, little buddies. There you go. Well, so much for that. You little shit. You stay here.
I love Reese, but he's being a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, you say that about everyone.
He's trying to find every excuse under the sun not to come and play.
Well, you know, if he doesn't want to play Minecraft with us, he doesn't have to play Minecraft with us.
No fear, Digital. Don't be on his side.
Maybe he's had a bad experience with playing video games with a girlfriend in the past. We don't know.
He hasn't had a girlfriend in ages.
Right, and maybe Minecraft had something to do with that.
Not that he's told me.
If it was traumatic, he wouldn't tell you, now would he?
Maybe not.
I mean, Reese is a guy who's not, not necessarily a conventional sort of person. He tends to say a lot of things that are unconventional or different. So maybe it's a defense mechanism to protect him from being hurt again. Maybe Minecraft caused him some sort of deep, intimate pain he's uncomfortable discussing just yet.
Yeah.
Maybe he had one of those situations where he got his dick caught in it and he's not sure he's ready to love again.
The way you put shit, Digital, is special. Actually.
I do rather have a way with words, don't I? Alright, come on, bees. Everybody come away from the gap in the fence that I'm about to fix.
Do we want to pass the night?
I will once this, but I'm in the middle of doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can sleep and pass the night.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going back down into the mines. I'm just asking because it's easier for me to jump into my bed right now rather
Yes,
than...
let's get in bed together. Come on.
Coming, Dad.
Come on. Oh, wow, that's not creepy at all. Let's go to bed together. Alright, Dad.
I do have a way with words. I know how to make shit creepy.
So, is that why he no longer says good night to you? Is because you took it as an invite one too many times and he just found it awkward?
Who, Reese?
No, you.
No. Oh, yeah, no. He just... Like, if I say goodnight to him, he'll say goodnight to me. But...
You'd have to care first. Mwahaha.
Mum sort of does it to go, Araha, you realise it's, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You might want to be in bed. Bed.
Has since given up.
Yeah.
Garbage. There we go. I don't know what that was. Some sort of piece of...
That was my dick.
Oh, well, it's pretty tiny and kind of sticky. I was just assuming it was a bit of...
Didn't you realise my dick would be small and sticky?
Well, I kind of figured it was just some sort of a wayward food particle from eating at the computer.
And this time I will not forget to sand. And another couple of stacks, just for good measure.
Don't forget to take a towel.
I'll throw the towel in a minute.
Going a bit early today. Okay.
No.
Oh, are you unfamiliar with the figure of speech to
Yes.
throw the towel in?
Yes.
Okay, so now I've got my bee farm enclosed, so my bees will stop wandering off. Got my sheep farm all done up. I could run an automatic cow dispensary. But I do rather enjoy getting the XPs for breeding and killing them. Throw the log in there. Thank you, random hiccup.
Was that a hiccup?
Yep. Random hiccup jarring my spine.
No.
Let's get rid of those.
Ooh, I found a dark spot. Where are my torches?
In your place or in your
In
mine?
the mine.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Poison tater.
It could be some of where the zombies were spawning.
Oh, quite likely.
What's that noise?
You mean that?
No, I have no idea what it was, but it was the creepiest thing ever. Like, it kind of sounded... Like, at first I thought they were going to be sirens, but then they were like... Oh my god.
Air raid sirens.
It was the most horrific thing I've heard in my life.
Next to Phantom of the Opera live.
No, Phantom of the Opera was not horrific.
Oh, but it was. It was horrific. You just
Excuse me? Who do you think?
Who do I think?
Just
What?
remember, my middle name was Christine.
You poor misguided fool. Come on.
I'm going to shut up or I'm going to let information out that I don't want to let out.
Your boyfriend is secretly a huge fan of show tunes and you're worried about his sexuality?
No, I'm a fan of musicals, so...
So was Zach. And the Mr. Ferrari dude that... Well, I don't know about him.
Yeah, I knew Zach was a fan of musicals.
He was a theater kid.
Yeah. Being in drama and improv and that kind of thing, it kind of comes with the territory, so that's not a surprise.
Oh, so I did a bad thing yesterday, but it made me feel really good.
Well, couldn't have been eating McDonald's then.
No, that's the opposite. I did a good thing and then I felt really bad. So then it turned into a bad thing.
Eating McDonald's is never a good thing. So, what did you did?
Remember Kay?
Yep.
I went off on him.
Told him that he's an inconsiderate human being who's got the hygiene of a bonobo chimp and almost 50% more of the intellect.
No, I did not say that.
Well, that's probably for the best. Might have been harsh.
Here.
Hey, for fuck's sake, not another creeper.
Hold up. Oh, let me just finish doing this. So I can't multitask.
Not surprising. Most people can't. Not effectively, anyway.
Oh yeah, I can't do it at all.
Lots of people think they can, and they in fact are shit at it.
I mean, they do 2 half-ass jobs.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing a shit job of 2 things. Ooh, good job.
How come I can't wave my bucket at this water and get it full?
It's not a source block.
Fucking hell.
Yep,
How many zombies do I have to deal with?
all of them.
You can come here and help me deal with them then.
No.
Oh! Fuck!
Did you get blowed up?
No.
Good job. Way to not get blowed up.
However, there's a creeper wandering around.
He's not wearing any bloody pants. It's like, yo, that's the definition of creeper.
I thought the creeper was the guy that was outside of my window.
Could be, or it could be the guy who sniffs your panties, you know.
I think they're the same person.
Oh, okay.
Sure that's not Zach?
No. He's not that weird. That's just offensive to him.
So it would be weird for him? Never mind. I'm not even going down that road.
I feel like it's probably good that you're not.
Yeah, I feel like I've got other ways I could go to shoot myself in the foot.
You love shooting yourself in the foot, don't you, Digital?
Yeah, not so much. Oh, cool. I can make slabs out of mossy. Alright, so we're gonna do mossy. And I never made any stairs. Damn it. Okay, throw some mossy down like so. So what's Booty working on tonight?
Huh?
What are you working on? You said you were working on something earlier that kept you from hopping into bed.
Oh, I was finishing my sugarcane farm and like the stuff I dropped and I didn't want it to go away. Like I didn't want the things to despawn because I don't know how long they have before they go away.
5 or 10 minutes, something like that. I don't think it's super long. You're talking about like the you want the pieces of stuff to disappear?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like the sugarcane I harvested.
yeah. I think it's 300 seconds is the default.
Yeah, that's not much.
Well,
Yeah, right.
I'm really not having luck with water today.
I just heard L. I'm assuming that was the end of
Like,
bloody hell.
well,
Oh.
after all that, I managed to get 1 bucket of water.
Yeah, there should usually only be 1 bucket when you've got a massive area like that. It'll usually just be 1 bucket spilling all over the place.
I was kind of hoping for more than 1 bucket.
Fuck bucket. Sorry.
You can always,
Like that.
if you... Never mind.
Why were you hoping for more than just the 1 bucket?
That lava pile. Oops. Now I'm washing myself off my perch. I want to make some obsidian out of it. And,
Do you want to know the easiest way to do that?
yeah.
Bring some sand or cobblestone or whatever, and your bucket of water, and build up by plopping a row of it that like kind of treks in through the flowing part of the lava, and then build.
Yeah, see, I haven't found the flowing bit of the lava. So I want to take some water with me to...
So you're climbing that waterfall to try and steal the water block.
Yes.
This one over here is shorter, and you could reach it from the wooden platform. Oh, but do you have cobblestone to go out like sideways from the sand?
I've got quite a few stacks of sand and... oh, fuck.
There's a creeper up on that ledge.
I fuck my life. Is there...
Yeah, he's right over here.
Yay! I officially have over a stack of emerald blocks. I don't know
Jesus.
why.
And
I have nothing to use them for.
an entire stack. Yeah, if you take out that block above you, when you build up, look away from the water, and you'll see him waiting on the ledge there. He's 4 or 5 blocks away, so he shouldn't go off, but he'll definitely want to get to you. He might try.
I can just see him. I take it you're on spectator mode.
Yeah, I didn't want to interfere if I teleported over there, so I went into spectator mode, so I am intangible. And also invisible, so I didn't scare the shit out of you.
I thought you liked scaring the shit out of me, just like Chibbles does.
Yeah, but if I scare the shit out of you and you fall down from there and die, then I gotta help you retrieve your stuff again. I don't really want to make more work for myself.
That's true.
So my mom says that they sell caramel M&Ms at her store.
Nice.
Fuck. I can't sleep.
I know.
At least I found a ledge.
You know how I've been saying how my dog, he whines when my dad gets up to get on the bed?
Yeah.
Well, my mom got up for work and it's my dad's day off, so it's the opposite. My mom got up and my dad didn't. He went right up on her bed.
Little bugger.
No, it's proving our point.
Interesting. I just toggled Wolf out of AFK and into AFK, and it repeated the Ironwolf is now hosting you message in stream.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm like, isn't he asleep?
I was really curious if toggling him in and out of AFK was going to mess with the numbers for the sleep.
Yeah, it said 1 out of 2, 1 more needed to sleep, and then you went to sleep before you toggled him, and it said 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I was in spectator mode, so I didn't count towards it.
So you just screwed stuff up, but not really, because it just even things back out.
Yeah.
Where is Zach? Being a little bitch.
At least Zach is willing to play with you.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Aroha can't even get her boyfriend to play with her.
Oh, I've played with him and all of his friends.
You hussy.
Well,
My good.
Blake I hated from the start. Kay, you know the deal with Kay. Oh yeah, I went off on him.
K is UNT. You know, I didn't say anything when I was there because I didn't want to jinx you, but I knew you were gonna fall and die. I knew you were gonna do that. Jesus, you gonna be okay?
I'm laughing.
Yeah, hysterically, I've noticed.
I don't just want to be played with in my DMs though, Reese.
Oh, and now he's drunk. Puppy!
Well, at least I think I know where I'm going for that.
Well, that's a good start. God, always with the burping this one.
I have barely been burping lately.
Always with the burping.
Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna put you in push to talk.
You keep threatening, but, you know.
Well, then I'll have to just do it for real. And then when you get to the lamentations and wailing and bemoaning it, it's
That's
on
probably
you.
why he didn't talk.
What?
When, what's his face joined, he didn't say anything. It's probably because he was on push to talk. Because it was his first time joining. Yeah, see, I know stuff. I
Who
can use
joined
my
in?
brain.
Space.
Who joined and didn't talk?
Pancake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he never actually answered my question about whether or not it was his house. But I think it is.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Come on, bees. There you go.
Whoops.
Oh, speaking of pancakes, guess what?
What?
So, we were talking about, because yesterday I said I'm a meme. And then we ended up talking about, like, different places that he's traveled. And, of course, I was getting real jealous, because he's been to places I've never even heard of. Like, did you know that Malta was a country?
Yep, that's over by Italy.
Yeah. I did not know that. Well, so we were talking about it, and then he made it seem, he said something, I'm like, and I thought he meant, like, that he's flown a plane before. I was like, wait, you've flown a plane? He goes, do you want to know what this guy says? He's 16, by the way. He goes, well, not in that situation, but yes, I have flown a plane before. And I'm just,
Yeah, you can do all sorts of cool stuff if you get on it early.
He's like, do you have my Instagram? I was like, yeah, but I don't go on it, because, why would I? And he was like, go check the most recent post. And he's flown his dad before. He's driven him.
Yeah, my daughter's been driving since she was 9 or 10.
So when she actually gets her license, I'll trust her not to kill other people on the road.
When she actually gets her license, my biggest concern will be everybody else on the road, not her.
Yup.
I wish my parents had let me behind the wheel before.
My parents kind of did with my sister, but, like, not on the actual road, like, just in parking lots. They didn't really with me. You don't trust me.
Yeah, I haven't taken her out on the highway or anything, but she's been driving the golf cart at my parents' place, and I've been teaching her how to drive properly, so she actually knows how to, gauge distance and is comfortable making
I'm still
turns
horrible
at
with this.
speed.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
horrible with distance too. Like, I can judge the distance I need, but I can't. If you ask me how far something is, I'm shocking at that.
Like, everyone's always like, why do you park so far away from, like, other cars? I'm like, I'm far away? Like, I'm always afraid of, like, hitting other cars. So I'm just like, let's not.
I had to get over that fear. I mean,
Well, no, it's just I'm worried that if I get closer, it looks like I'm eating them. Like, you know what I mean?
So when I did my degree, I lived in a town that we had to do a lot of parallel parking.
Ugh.
Because of how it was just how it was designed.
Yeah, I don't do parallel parking.
I didn't before I moved here.
That's why I could never live in the city.
Parallel parking too much for you?
It gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah, see, once upon a time it gave me anxiety. Now I just...
Hold up, I can't hear. What?
Once upon a time it gave me lots of anxiety, but now it's just what I do. And I mean, I had the added bonus of I've always owned a manual car.
Yeah, I learned to drive standard transmission on a dump truck that had a non-existent clutch. That was my first ever standard transmission driving experience.
I don't know what any of that means.
You know how
I
your
don't
car has...
understand standard transmission.
You know how 3 pedals instead of 2?
Oh?
Manual.
Yeah, manual in
Oh,
your
stick
country.
shift.
Stick shift is what you call it in your area. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that word.
Afraid of driving stick?
I forced my parents to teach me. Which is how I got my first car.
Because one of your parents' cars was manual and they didn't drive it?
No. My parents, as long as I've been alive, my parents have had an automatic car.
Same.
But I volunteer for the ambulances around here. And some of their vehicles were manual. So I said to them, I want to be able to drive manual so I can, drive the ambulances. And they're like, okay. We've only always been a one-car family until
Till then.
I got my car.
Well, it's a good skill to know, and honestly, it's one of the best anti-theft devices you can have in your car is a clutch.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. Most of the people of like your generation and the 5 years above it, Booty, most people of that age group don't know how to drive stick, and
Half of us don't even know what it is.
Yeah, therefore you can't steal that car because it's got 3 pedals and you have no fucking idea how to operate it. It's kind of awesome.
Don't you have to like change gears once your something goes up to a certain level?
Yes.
So you have to keep switching in between.
Yep.
Except that I don't know what revs it is. I've never known because my first car had no revometer.
It didn't have a tachometer?
No.
Yeah, it's an important piece of equipment, so you learn to just do it by ear. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm scared of transmissions.
Well, your car has
got
one.
A transmission.
Yeah, your car has a transmission.
Yeah, and it scares me.
Don't get me wrong, I can do bug all with my car. Like, this shows you how much preparation my parents gave me before they bought me a car. They bought me a car in the end because I was working an hour away from where we live, and I was working Tuesday through Saturday.
Right.
I like doing the shopping on a Saturday. And it's easiest to do the shopping with the car because, all the boot space it comes with. Yeah. So they were getting really frustrated with me having the car. So they bought me a car with a manual transmission. at that point, I didn't know how to drive manual at all.
Well, that's one way to learn.
Yep.
I'm so pissed right now. Shut up, computer.
Windows 10 would like to restart.
No,
The only reason I didn't have to go change cars straight away is because I was not legally allowed to drive the car they bought me.
You're not allowed with the graduated license to drive a stick shift?
So, because when we sit our first practical test, if we sit that in a automatic car, then we're not allowed to drive a manual without someone in the passenger seat.
Okay.
And I hadn't sat the second test at that point. Sat the second practical.
Makes sense, I
So
suppose.
no. Yeah. But as soon the funny thing is that I sat in my the second test in an automatic as well because I didn't think about it properly, and I booked the assessment for a time where no one else could could help me get the car down to the testing station.
Couldn't stay and supervise.
No, because the driving instructor is allowed to be considered supervisor.
Oh, okay.
Or the testing officer, or
Whoever, yeah.
But
That's a good point. Mickey's saying at least you got the steering and other things learnt before having to worry about the gear changes. Some people, learned on stick, and it's so much to learn all at once. It's overwhelming for a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm so glad I did it the way I did. So glad. Cause
my sister. Sorry.
You doing a reboot? You doing a reboot there, Booty?
Hmm?
Well, I heard Windows noises, and then you jumped out of Minecraft. Are you having to do a reboot now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
My sister had her first years. Time it traveled.
You're breaking up.
And time it did not.
You're breaking up. You got something about your sister.
So were you. Yeah, she had her first car. Hold up. Mom, how long did Alexis have Bruce for? 3 years? How long did she have Bruce for? 3 years?
Bruce?
Her car.
Bruce? Oh, I don't know.
I think it was 3 years. His name was Bruce. Like Bruce Banner, because he was the Hulk.
Was he green?
Yes.
That makes sense.
And he had a booty. He was thick. Well, so the first time, he was just like, yeah, screw you, brakes ain't working. So she was driving with no brakes. Because she tried to stop at a stoplight, a red light, and the car did not stop. Luckily, that was a very short red light, because it was like, just the way it was, it lasts like 4 seconds. So it was green, but I think that's what she said, like it was green. I don't know. So that was the first time. And then the second time, caught on fire while she was driving it.
What kind of car was this?
A 2001 Buick Century.
That's
Custom.
pretty uncharacteristic for a Buick Century to burst into flames.
I think one of the cylinders was misfiring. I don't know. I don't even know if it is true. I don't remember.
I guess that could do it. Wow. So goodbye car.
And now she has a 2015 Ford Fusion named Val because she's silver, and the little the things on like the speedometer, the
needles.
Yeah, the needles. They kind of look like her sword from Thor Ragnarok, so he loves Val.
Good enough then.
Ouch. Sorry about that. I fell. Going down creaky stairs, hold up.
Throw those in there.
My parents prepared me so well to have my first car that I didn't even know if I had to put any water in it, and if so, where. So I got up, got ready for work. I had to be there at 7:30 in the morning, an hour away. I was driving to work, and all of a sudden I lost all power in my accelerator.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out I'd blown the engine.
Because what, you hadn't put any water in the coolant reserve for the radiator?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
My parents say it's my fault. I say it's their fault.
You kind of have to teach people things
Yeah.
about cars. It's
Yeah. I mean, I fully admit that I didn't put any coolant in, but how the hell was I meant to? Like, I kind of had an idea that I might be meant to, but where?
yeah, they didn't put any knowledge into your head, and you blew the motor because of that.
Yeah, exactly.